Hey Luxurious, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be diving a bit more into Lana's life. Yep, we're going to be looking into LANA lore. We are going to be diving into her past, her present, and her near future, giving you guys a clean summary so you can be up to date with the LANA lore. Now, this is basically like a sequel in the channel. I've done a lot of updates about the LANA lore, so if you want to watch those, I'll link them down below so you can see them after this video. I'm going to be making this video in sections, so you can go ahead and click on the section you want to listen to. Anyways, let's talk about Lana's past and how we got here. Now, Lana had a pretty stubborn and deep past, okay guys? It's something that's been mentioned throughout her journey, but I'm just going to summarize it really quickly for all of you guys so you can know. Lana has had a chronic illness since she was like a really young girl, okay? Now, the sort of illness she has obviously hasn't been mentioned, but it was something that was physically and mentally affecting her. It's also been made really clear that her illness could actually be cured, but obviously it was costing her family a lot of money, more than expected. Now, 𝒔𝒉, which is the sort of developer of 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔, actually tried scouting Lana to be the nail tech for 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔. Now, to this request, Lana actually firstly declined this offer, but after 𝒔𝒉 stalked Lana and found about her past and her chronic illness, which was really expensive and putting her family in debt, she decided to go back to Lana and tell her, hey, if you become a nail dresser in 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔, I'll pay off all your medical debt. So technically, Lana didn't really have any other choice but to agree. But she made it really clear that she was not happy working for 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔. In one of her diary entries, she stated the following: I hate it here. I've been working here for the past 5 years, 24/7, no break, and nobody respects me or knows my name. They just call me nail lady when I'm so much more than that. My name is Lana, but nobody calls me that, and I hate it here. I'm going to run away one day, but nobody will care. They'll just take me for granted, but they don't know what it's like. I'm more than just a nail lady. I'm a human, and I'm tired of holding in my tears. I will backfire on all the people who take advantage of my free nail service and get my revenge when they don't expect it. I will set fire in this terrible nail studio. This really does remind me of that really notorious picture of Lana on the salon when it was on fire. I mean, the tears clearly represents that she's unhappy. The fire behind obviously emphasizes what she said and promised she was going to do to the salon. But that's not it. She even went ahead and included a target list, guys, with the name of players I guess she wants revenge from. This includes people like 𝒔𝒉, obviously, Studio Sack, and 𝒈𝒐𝒻, which I'm going to be talking more about her later. But anyways, Lana wasn't actually saying truth at all. I mean, if you played the OG 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔, like the older versions of 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔, Lana was actually referred as the nail lady, like that was her title. And in this old version of 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔, when you go over to the board, you can actually see pictures of Lana when she was a younger girl. Pictures such as this one, which obviously shows how she's undergoing a sort of treatment. The fact that she's crying obviously also emphasizes that she was not happy. There's also two more pictures, one of them which you can see she's a bit happy, and the other one you can tell she's been working at 𝒍𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔 for a bit now and she's tired. But anyways, a couple of days after that one, there was a new diary entry, and it doesn't get any better. This is actually one of her diary entries, which obviously is very contradictory of all the things that I've been talking about previously. It basically just repeats the same 3 words: I love my job, then I don't feel the plague user ID, and then the ID actually leads to Lana's Roblox account, which I will be diving way more deeper later, guys. Well, this was also around the time where Lana's stitch dress also came up and appeared, and I'll link the video. I did a full video on how you can get the stitch dress, which actually you can't really claim at the moment because the games where you were supposed to get the dress are actually unavailable and you can't really play them at the moment, but I'll still link the video if you just want to see it. But something's fishy. She is contradicting herself, and by this time it's clear that something is not really right with Lana. And soon after, a doppelganger actually takes over her position, and if you guys remember, Lana was acting all glitchy and weird. That wasn't actually Lana, it was actually a doppelganger that was taking over her position. The real Lana had been kidnapped and was being held hostage, guys. Now, the real reason why the real Lana was being kidnapped and was held hostage is because she actually tried running away. She obviously overheard about 𝒔𝒉's bad plan, and she actually snitched to 2 other players that were trying to help her out because 𝒔𝒉's bad intentions were actually to kill Lana, guys. And so obviously that's the reason she was trying to run away. And I'm guessing that Gigi became aware of this, became aware that LANA no longer wanted to work in dresstoimpress, and hence the reason why she got staff members aka Model Princess to come collect her and kidnap her and get her hostage. But obviously plotting on killing her is something that I don't really understand why she wanted to do, and it hasn't really been made clear. So if you have your thoughts, comment it down below. This is actually what LANA wrote in an entry. Dear diary, this isn't me. They replaced the real me with someone. Doppelganger. The girl sitting at my new desk is not me. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. But that's not me. I'm LANA, she's not. But she's pretending to be me. Model Princess is holding me somewhere so I can't escape. Please help me. I'm so scared, and I hope that that thing sitting at my salon sure doesn't harm my image. But I think she's the reason why all the players are going missing. Okay, that's a lot to digest, but it's really unclear who this doppelganger actually is. I mean, when the doppelganger came up like 2 years ago now, it was literally just a clone of LANA that was sort of temporarily filling the gap until LANA came and took LANA's position. But we'll talk about LANA later, because after LANA tried escaping for the second time, Gigi, I guess, got tired and decided to kill LANA. Yes, not only LANA though, the players had also tried helping LANA out, and that's the reason why we had that clone to begin with that was first of all acting weird and strange. Yes, you heard me right, LANA was dead. But obviously, like I mentioned before, that clone was glitching, acting weird, malfunctioning, so Gigi had to get rid of it. She threw it away, and hence the reason why we didn't really have a nail tech for a bit, but we could still do our nails. And if you remembered, they were also looking for new nail tech, and thus the reason why LANA became the new nail tech, guys. And there was a whole announcement about it at the time. Actually, it read, apologies, I believe LANA is a great replacement. That old nail tech, which wasn't me, was removed to protect you all. It wasn't our choice. Soon I'll claim back what's mine. I hope you all have an amazing day. So as we can tell, LANA wasn't actually enemies with LANA to begin with. But obviously that probably isn't the first question that came to your mind, and to my mind as well. Like, if LANA is dead, then how come we still see her around? Why is she still around if she's supposed to be dead? To fully grasp this sort of ideas and this content, we have to go ahead and look at the games LANA made in Roblox. Now, LANA has like 7 games, 3 that are private and 4 that are public. I'm not really going to talk about them here at the moment, but I do want to mention something that is really important to note. LANA's illness wasn't by a natural cause in any sort of way. I made a full video about it, so link it down below. But the reason she actually got ill is because Agamemnon, which I don't pronounce it wrong, sorry, actually gave LANA an apple to eat. She was basically tricked by him into eating the apple, and she ate it, which caused her chronic illness, which made her sick for so long. This obviously led her to go into the hospital center, and if you played the Halloween quest, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, she was basically sent to this health center where nurse Yuli took care of her, and there's a lot of pictures documenting this journey. Now, we don't really know a lot about nurse Yuli, but what we do know about her is that she was obviously LANA's nurse, and she deeply loved LANA a lot. But unfortunately, there isn't actually a good ending to this story. Agamemnon yet again corrupted Yuli's mind, and by the end of it all, Yuli became a horrible monster. She was unable and unaware of her surroundings, and she created more harm than good. That is literally all we know about her. But I think we can all spot a similar pattern. Agamemnon is causing a lot of these problems, a lot of these issues actually. Or has he? Because as I mentioned previously, LANA's dead, but she was actually revived by Agamemnon. Why will he revive LANA, bring her back to life, give her a second chance? Especially after so many people were after her, including her best friend Nelly. Well, apparently he needs her soul. Her soul will apparently complete this sort of ritual, which will make him more powerful. Now, after her revival, a new game was actually added, and this is actually the only game that you are allowed to play till today. This game right here, and upon entering, it is extremely scary and has really loud, scary music. It is quite literally filled with images and monsters behind LANA. I don't know about you, you, but that's a clear representation that LANA is being controlled. The images really do expose a lot of truth and do quite literally portray how LANA may be feeling at the current moment. It's an extremely sketchy game, and the fact that this is the only one that you're allowed to play is really, really weird. The further you go, the more confusing everything gets. There's a really clear explanation of what's going on. You can see scribbling on the walls that say don't go too deep, right? LANA, the real one that isn't in the chair, like vessel, everything just seems not connected. It's really sure when you do go too deep, you get a badge and a jump scare, and of course you're disconnected from the game. There's actually 2 badges you can receive. The first one, which I do want to dive a bit more into. Now, it's actually been reading in a different language, in Swedish to be exact, and when you paste this over to Google Translate, this is what came up. Dreamed utter skill, but with ability you lift me out of sadness, very slowly, as if you knew that what is turned up might lose something along the way. Really strange. It's almost like a riddle. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but the title as is makes it really clear that LANA might actually be dreaming about this, and there's a lot of ways of interpreting this. I think obviously it indicates that it's taking over her life, even her dreams, where she's supposed to be at peace, you know. And her YouTube channel also seems to project this level of uneasiness. Something is not right. Now, all this actually happened before she disappeared and was locked away, but after she disappears, that is quite literally the last time we see LANA, obviously without counting the Halloween quests. That's a whole different story, which I have already made a video about, so I'll link it down below. So that is quite literally a very summarized version of LANA's past. She was forced into eating an apple, which led to a chronic illness. She was sent off to a hospital where she met a really nice nurse, which was also corrupted by this guy that is attacking and harming her. Her parents weren't able to pay the medical debt, so Gigi asked her to work, so she had no choice but to work. She hated every single drop of working at the salon and plotted her revenge on a lot of people, which led to eventually, I guess, her downfall, you could say. But wow, that is a lot, and that is all we're gonna cover for her past at the moment. But before we dive into her present, I just wanted to let you guys know that when we reach 3k subscribers, I am actually gonna be doing a farming server where all you guys are invited to come. And if this video gets 50 likes, I will be doing another one, and all you guys are welcome to come. Also, when we reach 5k subscribers, I am going to be doing a VIP giveaway. Yes, you have a chance to win free VIP, and all you have to do is follow me on Roblox, because you only sound for followers, join my Roblox group, because there's where I announce when I'm going live, and obviously subscribe to the channel so you can be on the live stream. Anyways, without all the way, let's start with her present. So if you go over to the search bar and search LANA does nails and click on people, you should find LANA's account. It is that one, the first one, the only one that shows up. And upon loading her account, she does look a bit strange. I mean, she has doves in her hair, and she also has a sort of band-aid in her eyes. She looks strange, not to talk about the little squiggly black lines that are coming out of her mouth. What could all this mean? Well, this is not the real LANA at all. This is actually her doppelganger that is taking over and controlling this account. If we go over to her about section, have you ever wondered what it's like to 𝒂𝒂𝒕? Perhaps you know, but perhaps you don't. The countless metaphors, the puzzles, the vague nature of everything, yet all amount to nothing. I'm done with putting on a mask. I'm done with trying to desperately resemble the crackling ambush vase, connect the dots, and then just an eye emoji. I don't know, guys, but to me it is clear that this is not LANA. This is not something LANA would say. The fact that she is done putting on a mask is really, really weird to me. What does that even mean? Honestly, to me, it just proves that this is a doppelganger, and perhaps she's just suggesting and indicating that she no longer wants to play the act as LANA. Anyway, stepping away from that, we can also see that she has a lot of games, like I mentioned previously, Forest, and a lot of others which you are unable to access at the moment. I do not know why. You go over to her community, LANA's community, which is named 𝒂𝒐𝙗. Upon translating, it's actually a word in Portugal that means a deep emotional longing, like nostalgia but with euphemistic tones to it. Also, because you're in my group, guys. Upon inspecting the group, it doesn't look like it has been altered in any way since 2 years ago, but I'll read it to you anyway. Dear Patreons, I must now reject the sentiments of 𝒂𝒐𝙗 and embrace the resonance of apathy. Perhaps you were the dove in the sea of crowns, and that's all I have to say. Sorry obviously for my pronunciation of things. It has become really clear that she is rejecting the group she once belonged to. That is strange, and hence also providing evidence as to why she might be a doppelganger. That's actually not the weirdest part, because she actually seems to be part of the plague. Guys, the plague is owned by Agamemnon, which is really strange. Like, why is she part of this? But anyways, there's absolutely no about. It is content deleted. There is no information we can get from the group itself. But when we go to Agamemnon's account, we can see a bit more information about the person who Julie is. And it's about, we can read the following: you are my creation. What do you mean you're guarding contact? Just remember who restored your soul. After your own, I'm never gonna pronounce that word, but found out who you were, don't try to save your face anymore. It is so painfully clear he is referring to Lana. I mean, who else's soul, aka life, has he restored? No one's. Now, before we go into Lena's account, I want to show you Nelly's account. It is completely hashtagged. Like, we cannot decode anything out of this. It's not like we really will ever find out what she says, because she's dead. Yes, on the update after Lana restored her soul, Nelly and Nathan, the two people that killed Lana to prevent her from becoming a monster, are dead. It's really strange because we don't really get sort of like any more background information. They were alive, okay, and then an update happened and they were just pronounced dead. That's it. Obviously, there's a lot of speculations about this, but I don't want to dive too much into them because now I want to talk about Lena. Now, Lena has drastically changed so much since the last time I saw her. She doesn't have no outfit, no hair, no nothing. Like, she's different. Okay, at first I didn't know it was her because, like, where's the whole outfit? But ignoring that, her body's just as shallow as her outfit. Is it jealousy if I truly believe she doesn't deserve it? Ooh, it is obvious. She's talking about Lana here. In my opinion, this also decodes something deeper and darker. To me, it highlights how temporal her work really was. Maybe she's also having some of the thoughts Lana also had at the beginning. Maybe just like Lana, she believes she's not valued enough. She's not getting the compassion she deserves. Like, why is she getting a temporal job? But let's not do too much conspiracy theory. Lena's salon is the same. It hasn't been changed at all. Hello, I'm Lena. It's very nice to meet you. That's all. No announcements. There's nothing. And to be honest, that is currently the only present knowledge we have about Lana and the Lana lore at the moment. We don't have any sneak peek. We don't have anything. So, what is to come to the Lana lore? Let's dive into the future of the Lana lore. Now, I did state that I will mention 𝒂𝒑𝒏 again, and I am going to mention her. She was a really well-known dresstoimpress developer that was mainly in charge of the Lana lore and basically the quests. Well, recently she actually announced that she is leaving dresstoimpress.
Allow me to reintroduce myself if you're new here or if you've been following me from the start. Hi, my name is 𝒂𝒑𝒏, and I am not the brand partnerships manager and writer for dresstoimpress anymore.
That's it. That's all the information we've been given. 𝒂𝒑𝒏 has left dresstoimpress. There is not really a reason why that's been stated by herself or anyone in the dresstoimpress team yet. And because this happened quite a while ago, I doubt there's going to be a reason why. All I know is that she is gone. And she was the main producer of the Lana lore. So due to her leave, there is basically not going to be any Lana lore. Or is it going to be like that? Because I did go over to Discord, obviously expressing my view about this. Someone actually stated that they have hired a new lore writer, and so hopefully more Lana lore is to come, guys. This is amazing news, and it just goes to show that the Lana lore is not dead. And if anything, it is due to bloom now, because we now know so much about Lana, and so this new upcoming lore that may come will help us identify the missing pieces more clearly. However, apart from that, there hasn't really been any official news by the dresstoimpress team themselves. They haven't announced the drop of any new Lana lore, and as from now, Lana has been acting pretty normal. I mean, I've shown you their accounts at the moment, and nothing has really changed since the last time I saw them 2 years ago. So honestly, all we have to do is just wait wait and see what's to come. Unfortunately guys, that is all I have for you guys at the moment. I know this was an immensely long video guys, like super hyper mega long, so if you stayed all the way through, then comment down below cookie and your Roblox username and you will be receiving a new rank in my Roblox group. But anyways, with all that out of the way, I love you guys a lot and I hope to see you in the next one. Alright then, bye.